It says orientation is locked. Hi, everybody. I think I just have to do it like this, unfortunately. Because if I go like that,
Hmm.
yeah, it just like rotates. Dang. Okay. We're going to roll with it because I don't want to have to change the link. All right, Kent, I'm going to start. I'm already started. Hi, everybody. Okay. Walk carefully because it's very wobbly. All right. Well, this is not exactly how I wanted it to go because I wanted it to be the other way, but I must have done something wrong, so we're just going to roll with it. Welcome to Sock Week 2025, everybody. It's so good to see all of you here. There's like 200, almost 200 people here, which is so exciting. I'm going to try to get my sock up here so I can work on my sock while we're casting on. Can you hear me okay? Hopefully everything is working aside from the orientation. Again, I'm really sorry that you're having to watch this way. It wasn't my plan, but it is what it is. Hey, good. You can hear me. Awesome. Awesome. Just by telling you a little bit about what Sock Week is. I'll keep it really brief because I know a lot of you are here, you already know, but maybe it's your first Sock Week and you want to hear a little bit about it. So, Sock Week is just an 8-day challenge. It starts today, Sunday, July 20th, and it ends on the next week on Sunday, July 27th. And it's a challenge to knit or crochet one adult sock. There's a few like little guidelines we have if you're submitting for prizes, but overall the idea is just to make socks. So if you're like, I don't really care about submitting for prizes, I'm just here for community and to have fun, you can make your socks however you want. But if you want to submit for prizes, and I am going to talk about our prizes today, I would like for you to follow a few guidelines just to keep everything fair for everyone that is entering for prizes. So first and foremost, you will have started your sock on or after July 20th. So you could have started at midnight, basically last night. So started on or after July 20th, and then totally complete by next Sunday, July 27th at 11:59 p.m. That can be Eastern time or your time. We've got some wiggle room there. I do have a Google form where you can submit each sock as you finish them, and it's linked down below in this video. Now, a couple other things to keep things fair. The sock must be adult size, so no baby socks or kids socks. They need to be fingering weight so that, again, it's just fair for everybody. And made by hand. I think that's it. Other than that, like patterns, anything goes, yarns, anything goes. There are some bonuses. So we have a lot of different yarns, bags, accessories that are all ice cream themed this year, which are really fun. But if you missed any of those, I think there are still a few things available, but it wouldn't arrive in time for Sock Week. But if you have anything in your stash or any products from our sponsors, you can use those and get some bonus points. It's all in the form. You can look all throughout that if you want to strategize. So yeah, that's basically what Sock Week is. It's a lot of fun. I have a goal this year. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. Hello. I have a goal this year to make the mate to this sock. So this is our banana split sock yarn that's from Polka Dot Creek. And as you can see, this sock doesn't have a heel yet. I'm gonna do an afterthought heel, but I started the mate this morning. I've already got most of the cuff done. So that's my goal, is to make the mate plus add heels to both of these. Now, if I was submitting for prizes, which I am not, this would be my only eligible sock. And this one is just for me as a bonus. But again, if you're not submitting for prizes, who cares? You can just have fun and do whatever you want. As a bonus for myself, because I'm always thinking, here's the goal, and then here's like the actual extra goal, I am also working on a pair of shorties out of our unicorn, what is it called? Unicorn sparkles? I've named the sock unicorn frills because this sock pattern is called like something frills, and now I've gotten myself confused. But this is from Super Glow Yarn, and it's so much fun. So this is probably what I'm going to work on here while we're chatting, maybe, because I think I still have a decrease to do. So I might have to count stitches at some point. But we're just gonna hang out here for the next maybe hour or so. I am happy to like answer questions if you have any sock questions. I'm also gonna share with you in a little bit here after we do some chat. I'm gonna share with you what our prizes are this year, and I'm gonna give away 1 or 2 prizes today on the live stream. Other than that, all the prizes will be given away at the end of Sock Week once all of the submissions are in. Okay, so let me catch up here, see what I am missing. And again, if you have any sock questions or any other questions, I'm happy to answer those. Oh, the mic is breaking up a little bit. It might actually be my internet. You know what? I should probably get out of it here on my computer so I can just have it here. Yeah, the internet's a little tricky today. It's always tricky, but it is extremely smoky where we are. There are some wildfires going on in a distance, but the smoke is all over Manitoba, so we are getting quite a lot of smoke today. We spent the morning kind of driving away from the worst of it, so the internet is doing its best. Bear with me. Okay, I'm seeing where everyone's coming from. Sorry, I'm gonna make this wobble a little bit as I scroll through. I'm excited to see how quickly I can get a sock done. Oh, yay. I see people dropping where they're coming in from: Kentucky, Montreal, North Carolina, Iowa. On our way to Open Sauce in San Mateo. What is that? Plan to cast on the hour-and-a-half ride down. Hi from Winnipeg. Hey, how is it where you're at? I'm sure it's pretty similar to where we are. This is your 5th sock week? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. You know what? That's driving me crazy that that's wiggling. Let me see if I can still look at the comments over here so I don't have to wiggle the screen too much. Wendy said, I've never made socks. I don't knit all that well. Well, you are welcome to crochet socks if you're a crocheter. Most people will be knitting socks during sock week, but crochet socks are totally fine. Actually, I welcome them because I love being able to see something different from what I do. So crochet socks are more than welcome. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do have a Discord, and it's also, I don't know if I directly linked it or I put, yeah, if you go to the website knittingnatty.com, there's a link to join Discord. I'm just a little wary of putting the direct link out there too easily, but it's completely free. You just click in, you join Discord, and we are sharing photos every day, updates every day, helping each other with our socks. It's a lot of fun. We're also going to do a movie night on Friday, and you will need to be in the Discord in order to access that. So we'll be deciding what movie platform and what movie very soon. We'll probably start on that tomorrow since it's coming up quickly. Okay, let's see where I'm at. I'm missing some things, so if you ask me a question, feel free to put it again because I might have just accidentally scrolled past it. Okay, I've enjoyed your travels through Canada so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hi from South Africa. I'm excited to make socks in my yarn. It's called Strawberry Milkshake. That is perfect for our ice cream social. I love that. 1 sock down already? Whoa, that is incredible. Kimberly said, I forgot about this, to be honest. Cast on a sock Friday. If I remembered, I would have waited until today. Well, does it need a pair? Could you start the 2nd sock? Okay, let me see. Oh, hi from Hawaii. Only 6 a.m. Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us first thing. I'm using last year's sock week yarn from Yarnaceous Fibers. Oh, nice. At least I have my super cool waffle cone bowl from this year. Me too. I tried to like put it where you could kind of see it, but then I couldn't do the orientation the way that I wanted to, so you can just barely see it here. I'll probably knock it over a couple times because this little ledge isn't quite big enough, but it's so fun. Isn't it so cute? That's one of our products from this year. Super, super cute. Okay, hey from Alberta, Canada. Hello. Tabitha said I'm going to make a sock doing my first ever cable. Ooh, that's very exciting. Does Toaster ever get an ice cream treat? Can you see him? You can just see his bum, like right here. Right before we started, he was sitting behind me. I thought he was going to be in it with us. But yes, Toaster does get ice cream treats sometimes. We try to stick to dog ice cream so that it doesn't have, you know, a lot of sugar and different things because he has a sensitive tummy. But he likes I think it's Ben and Jerry's makes one. You can get at the grocery store, but they come in like 4 packs. So he hasn't had one in a little while because we don't have a freezer, or we don't have our freezer on in the van. But he loves ice cream. He loves it so much. I love all the hellos from all over the world. I know, it's so cool. Which millimeter needle do you use? I use it's a US one, which is 2.25 millimeters, I think. I knew I was gonna knock that over. Make sure to just put it right here. Let me double check if I can read this. Let's see. Oh boy. Yes, I use a US one 2.25 millimeter, and that's a pretty common sock needle size. What's wrong? My hair was on my mic. Thank you, Kent. Are you listening to it too? Maybe not. I was gonna ask him to get off the internet so it could be better for me, but you're listening to it too? Oh, okay. I have it going on my computer as well, so maybe we need to pull one person off. Oh, you're using the cell phone. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, Kent. What was I saying? Oh, needle sizes. I use a US one. It's pretty typical, although I will say I'm probably a little bit on the looser side. So I think US 1, US 2, very common needle sizes. So 2.25 millimeter, 2.75 millimeter. It also depends on your yarn. So definitely kind of try to match with your yarn and your own tension to find your perfect gauge. Okay. Julie said, hello from Oregon, still looking for a good beginner sock pattern. Oh, there are so many out there. There's a lot of stuff. Well, if you like to have a video companion, there's a ton of stuff on YouTube. I know Kayla of the Crazy Sock Lady has a lot of YouTube tutorials paired with Ravelry patterns if you're looking for both instructions. It depends on what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to do cuff down, toe up, I would say if you've never ever knit a sock before, I would start with cuff down. I just personally think that there are less new things right away when you start with a cuff down sock, and then you can try toe up later. It's not that it's like way harder or anything, there's just a lot going on when you start a toe up sock, whereas cuff down, you're doing a lot of stitches, very common stitches, and you're maybe just mastering knitting on a small circumference in the round. So take that with a grain of salt, but that would be my recommendation. If anyone else has any suggestions for beginner patterns, I know there's a lot out there, but now of course I'm blanking on whose would be good. But I think video tutorial is always helpful when you're first getting started with something new. Okay, Jessica, if you make a sock tube, does it need the afterthought heel complete to submit? Yes, I would say yes, because you need to have a complete sock, and a sock without its heel is not a complete sock. You don't have to have your ends woven in, you don't need to have it blocked, but you do need to have all of the parts of the sock made. So all of the parts knitted or crocheted. Caitlin said, can't wait for my first sock week. Oh, yay, I'm so excited. Okay, my comments just jumped, or my questions just jumped. So again, if you have a question and I miss it, just ask it again. I'm not trying to skip over anything. I do see some people here suggesting the Crazy Sock Lady's vanilla sock pattern for a beginner pattern because she also goes over lots of different needle types, which is perfect. Megan said, using my Junior Rangers Sock Week stitch marker from last year. Yes, I still haven't worked up all of my yarn from last year. I actually have misplaced 2 of the skeins, and I'm really sad. I'm hoping I didn't accidentally put them into a donation box, but I tried finding them, and I will be looking for them again once we get back to my parents' house. But I really hope they're not gone, because one of them is from the same dyer, Polka Dot Creek, from this year. So it's a self-striping yarn, and it's the Waterton National Park colorway, and we're going to be going to Waterton National Park in Canada. So I would have loved to have that yarn for when we went there, but I can't find it. So I will look for it later. Okay, I'm a crocheter, but I can knit the basic knit and purl stitches, so my challenge was to make one knit and one crochet sock. What a great idea. This was my plan, but after today, I decided both will be knitted socks. Oh, awesome. So you're feeling really good about the knitted socks. That is amazing. Linda said, casting on my first sock and heading to a baseball game. I love it. Oh, hey, Julie, I'm using Polka Dot Creek from this year. Me too. Rebecca asks, are whips welcome for sock week? So yes and no. If you're just coming to participate and have a great time, which is honestly what it's all about, then yes, whips are welcome. But if you're competing in the challenge, which means you're following all of our rules for the challenge and submitting for prizes, you need to start a fresh sock. So it needs to be cast on and completed within sock week from July 20th to July 27th. So basically, if you want to submit for prizes, you need a new sock. If you don't care, if you just want to participate, then you can have a whip. It doesn't matter. That's why you'll see a lot of us have a combination, maybe a sock that we're doing for prizes or for the challenge. Like I started a new sock today, but then I also have another sock I'm trying to finish. Like I'm trying to finish this one that I started before, so it wouldn't be prize eligible, but I'm still participating in sock week. Hope that makes sense. Liz said I have my rainbow sherbet yarn in my new Wandering Pearl sock bag. Oh, I love that. Oh, hey, Corinne. Okay, making the mate to my 2022 sock week sock. Oh, that is just great. I love that. That's so funny. It's 9 a.m. here in British Columbia. I set an alarm so I wouldn't miss this, my first sock week. I promised my sisters I would make socks for them, so this is my inspiration to start another pair. That's so nice of you. I am making socks for myself. I need to make more socks for other people, but anytime I go to cast on a sock, it's just because it's like an easy project, and I just cast on my stitch count, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should make socks for other people. Okay, so if you haven't already, will you tell us what you are challenging yourself with for this sock week? Is your goal to make a single sock? Is your goal maybe you're a first time sock maker? Are you trying something new? Are you trying a new heel? I'm actually thinking about trying a new heel in my socks. Anything that you're challenging yourself with, or maybe you're like, this is a busy week for me. I'm just trying to get through one of my usual socks, and that's totally fine too. So let us know what your challenge is for this week. Okay, Denise of Earth Tones Girl has an incredible sock course on YouTube called No Fear Sock Knitting. Yes, and it's very thorough. It has videos covering, I mean, everything from picking out your yarn to all the way to the end. So definitely. Thank you all for the recommendations. This is super helpful. Okay, let's see what everyone's goals are. Megan said, my goal is to have a full pair made from scraps. Oh, I love that. Alex said, I challenged myself with a pocket heel and a very stretchy cast on by Jenny's stretchy cast on. Yeah. Laura said, my goal is to knit a full pair this sock week. Nice. Knits and Crochet Nevada, using the Shadow Wrap heel for the first time in a while. Nice. Sorry. Lost it. I'm starting a new job, so taking my time to knit. Yes, definitely. That is a lot. You have a lot going on. Karen said, cast on a mate for prizes, but my For Me project is to try 2 at a time. If I finish both, then that will be for prizes too, but no pressure for that. I like that. That's a realistic goal. I also find that I get a lot more knitting done on like day 1, day 2, and then I start to dwindle off. So I have to plan for that, right? I have to get like more done in the first few days, and then I get a little burst on the second weekend, right? Like come Saturday, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a lot done. So know yourself and know what your week looks like to help plan your challenge. Okay, I'm making a pair of socks for a good friend with new yarn I have not knitted before. My goal is to make a pair, second sock of 2 socks. It's fun and doable, and that is fun too, because then you're not having to repeat yourself in the second half of the week. You get to do 2 different socks, which is very fun. New pattern, first time for cuff down. Awesome. Goal is to do a single sock, but actually finishing it and weaving in the ends and casting on its mate. That is super smart. I cannot tell you how many sock weeks have come and gone where I have one sock or I don't finish everything. So I think that's a great idea to cast on the second one. Last 2 sock weeks I made a sock. This year I'm going to try to make 2 socks. Awesome. German twisted cast on is my challenge. Yes. I'm a really slow knitter, so my challenge is just 1 sock, but it has a small amount of color work. I'm not casting on today because I'm still finishing the first sock on the set, but almost done with it. That sounds great. Once I get to the heel, I really speed up. Yeah, me too. Well, it depends. I feel like I'm pretty fast in the leg, and then it does feel a lot faster once I get past the heel, though. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you. Okay, my challenge for 2025 is debusting my stash. And my challenge for sock week is to knit a pair since I will be away camping this week and can't wait to sit around the fire and knit. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Definitely, you might not have service if you're out camping, but take a picture and share when you get back because that sounds so nice. My bestie and I are making matching socks and unicorn sparkle, trying a new pattern. Oh, that's so much fun. I love that. Mine is actually using the mini skein that came with sock yarn. That is so real. I do that all the time where I like start a sock set and I am just like cruising through and I'm like, I really don't want to stop and add in a mini. So yeah, actually using the mini. That's such a good challenge. I love that. My goal is shorty socks with Christmas yarn from last year. Hey, then you'll have a pair for this December. It feels a lot slower to me once I get to the foot, unfortunately. Oh man. Yeah, it depends on probably what kind of heel you're doing too, right? Like if you're doing a heel flap and gusset and you have to do all those decreases in the gusset, that really feels slow. I am with you. I followed the pattern and I put a heel flap on this and I'm like, why did I do that? But it is really cute and it does help with the fit for the shorty sock, I think. I also like to make sure I can still remember how to do it occasionally because I've been doing short row heels for so long that sometimes I'm like, I should remember how to do a heel flap before it's totally out of my brain. Oh, another person camping. We're camping this week too, starting Wednesday, so we'll see how I do on a couple of the days, on race days. I won't get much knitting done. Yeah, we have company all week, so another part of my challenge is to teach someone else how to knit. Tabitha, that's so cool. I love that. I love knitting outdoors, but with the heat, I gotta stay indoors. Totally fair. I totally understand. Oh, you love the cuff. Thank you. This is a Summer Lee pattern. It's part of her shorty sock set, and it comes with, I think, 4 different patterns that are all shorties, and this one is called All the Frills. And it is very cute, and I started it like a month ago, so when I picked that back up, I had to figure out what the heck I was doing because I made a mistake. Anyway, more than you need to know today. I made a mistake, and I had to figure out what to repeat my mistake on the next song. But I figured it out. Uh-oh, it looks like it paused for a second. Is it coming back, hopefully? Why would it do that? I think it's it now. Okay. My goal for this year's sock week is 2 at a time shorties that look like ice cream. I'm excited to join you all. Oh, I'm excited to see that. Oh, new mom here with a 5-month-old. Half a sock would be amazing for me. That would be great. You know what? It doesn't matter if you finish your socks or not. You can participate with us because we're just having a good time. It's just fun. Emily, going to a concert on Thursday. Totally going to take my sock into the venue and knit. Yay, I love that. Does the yarn and pattern need to be ice cream themed? No, it doesn't. You can use whatever you have. If you use ice cream themed yarn, it's just a bonus, maybe even just for yourself because you like to theme things with the theme. But also if you are submitting for prizes, you get a couple of bonus entries when you use ice cream themed stuff, but it's definitely not required. I want you to use what you have, especially if you're coming across the make along like as we're starting and you just want to get started and again, use your stash. What socks am I wearing today? Oh, I am not wearing hand knitted socks today. I'm wearing my, I think, Wool X socks. So they are wool, wool and nylon, I think, but they are just machine-made socks, so not woolly socks. I do like them though. My challenge is to make the strong heel. I'm traveling later in the week, so I'm not going for prizes. I think you're gonna like that one. I really enjoy the strong heel. It's the one that's in Vanilla is the New Black. I've worn my socks now that have that heel, and I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I know there was a lag. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll be at my mom's in Florida helping her recover from her second hip replacement. Aw, I'm working, so the challenge will be to knit in my downtime between taking care of her, my dad, and nephew. That's so very nice of you. Okay, I think now is a great time for me to share about our prizes. So again, we have prizes. I'm going to give away a couple prizes today, but most of our prizes will be saved for the finished sock form. So there is a Google form. It's on nittynatty.com. I'm going to put it really big, like on the top of the page sometime later today, so it's like super obvious and easy to find. It's also linked below in this video, but it is a Google form where you can submit your finished socks. So each individual sock that you make between July 20th, July 27th that fit our other guidelines, you can submit it for prizes. Each of our sponsors, also known as the people who made all of our fun exclusive products, have given 2 prizes to the make along. So they're going to be given away. I'll close the form. Let's see. Today's the 20th, so the 27th, you have until the 27th to make your socks. And then I keep the form open until Monday at 10 a.m. just to give you a little extra time. If you're up late working on your sock and you finish at midnight, you will still be able to submit it, or when you wake up the next day, of course, depending on what time zone you're in. So 10 a.m. Monday it closes, and then I draw the prizes that same day, and I will announce them probably on Instagram. I think that's going to be the easiest thing because we are going to be moving and not moving, like we're just going to be in motion driving and stuff. So I think that will probably be the best way to do it. So I don't have anything to show you. I'm just going to tell you. So we'll go through them somewhat quickly, but they are really, really great. Our sponsors put a lot into these prizes. They're like really nice prizes. So from Allie of Road Trip Sock Yarn. I wish I brought every, actually did I bring? I can at least show you their items while I do this. Hold on. So Allie, is it in here? No. Natalie, why didn't you bring everything over? I think it's up there. Okay, Allie did the Toaster Loves Ice Cream sock yarn, and from her yarn, we're going to be donating 10% of the what am I trying to say, sales to the SPCA Texas, which is where we got Toaster from. And she has actually created a special colorway just for the winners. It's called I'm a Winner. And it's really pretty. It's like, I think it's like purple. I don't want to tell you wrong, but it's like purpley and stuff. And it's a sock set with 2 minis. So she's giving away 2. Going to be a really nice prize. And then Heather of So Happy Jane, she did our Huckleberry Sunday sock set. She is a mini skein set. It has 5 minis in it, and they're all summery colors, and a reusable shop. She's got 2 of those. Fiber, that is this one, fun bright color. She's got another fun bright color to give away. It is their Flock exclusive sock set, and it's called Shark Week 2025. So I don't feel like that could be more appropriate for Sock Week, which originally started as a shark themed, kind of Shark Week themed thing. And then Polka Dot Creek, who has the self-striping yarns, is giving away a winner's choice of a 100-gram skein. So they have self-striping yarns. They also have variegated, lots of beautiful, beautiful colors. All right, so that's from our yarn dyers. Now from our bag makers, so Cooper's Corner, which is this bag, there are more of these left. They're really cute. They're like a super great size for socks and for medium projects. But she is giving away 1 of these bags. So if you didn't get one yet, she's giving away 1 of these. And then for her second prize, a small or medium project bag in your choice. For, where's my other one? Oh, I don't think I have it with me up here. But one of our other project bags, the one that has like the rainbow yarn ball cones on it, where is it? That is from World on a String Designs. She is giving away 2 more of her Stitchers stuff sacks. You'll get the Ice Cream Social one if you don't have it, or you can pick another one. And then from Bethany, oh man, I did a poor job because I didn't pull everything out. Let me try to grab one thing here real quick without hopefully knocking anything over, because it's just up here, I think. Aha. Yes. I got them. That way you have a vision. Okay. Stitchers Stuff Sack. That's the one from this year. It's the little yarn balls. There's still more of these available. So that is the prize that I just mentioned. And then from Bethany of the Wondering Pearl, you can choose, I think you can choose what fabric you like. Yes, fabric of your choice. You can get a yarn cup, which is this style, which is really fun. So it's a little bit bigger than a 100-gram cake, so that your 100-gram cake fits inside. Drawstring with a wrist strap. And then this all like falls inside, has a sturdy bottom cork or something else. You can choose that in a fabric of your choice or one of her drawstring bags. And then let's see. Oh, that's all of our bag makers. And then for our accessories makers, from Kelsey of the Littlest Charm Co., she made the really cute little narwhal and ice cream sandwiches. Here's a little narwhal. Super, super cute. She is doing a 4-pack mystery charm set. So 2 winners will get that. And then from Angel's Cottage, Elizabeth of Angel's Cottage, she is doing a yarn bowl in your choice. So she's got different styles of these 3D printed yarn bowls that are really fun, super sturdy, lightweight, great for taking along with you. And then also a stitch marker set in the winner's choice. So those are all of our prizes for this year. If you are submitting for prizes, you can fill out the Google form once you finish a sock. And thank you to all of our sponsors. One, for working with me. Like, I think we started in February. So starting in February, working with me as we created all of these products. Them more than me, but we did work together to kind of create this whole collection that we think is really awesome and really fun. And then also for donating these prizes, because they are going to be so loved for everyone to win. And we couldn't have prizes without them, because it wouldn't be exciting if I was giving away prizes, because I wouldn't have anything fun to make, because I don't make project bags or yarn or stitch markers. That is not my talent. Yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, sponsors and prize providers. Absolutely. Oh, hey, Heather. Aw, it was such a joy to work on this with you. Aw, thank you so much. It was such a joy to work with you. I can't wait to get my narwhal. Oh my gosh, yay. It won't arrive for Sock Week, but I love it. So if you did order something for Sock Week and it's not going to arrive in time, whether it's because it got delayed or because you're ordering it like right now or something, that's totally fine. You are still welcome to add that to your prize form if you would like if it's an accessory or something. Obviously, it's hard for you to work with something when you don't have it, so it's okay to add that to there. I guess the yarn probably wouldn't work for that, but if you ordered an accessory, you finished a sock, you would have used that accessory had you had it in time, you can add it to your prize form, and that's totally fine. It's in there somewhere. Emma asks, are the prizes available internationally? Some are and some aren't. So when I'm drawing winners, I'm going to make sure I match you with somebody who you can get the prizes from. I think about half of them are available internationally, and then the other half will be available only to US. US, I'm trying to think of a name for people who enter for prizes from US winners. So we do have available internationally, which is great. Oh, hey, it's been so much fun to be part of this event. Now the best part, sock knitting. I know, it's like, we did it. We're here. It's Sock Week. We get to have fun, which is super great. I got a few of the goodies today, even though I said I would restrain myself this year. I know it's hard because I love everything. Everything is so much fun, and it is hard not to get them. But I love this theme too because I feel like it's something that is reusable again and again. Like ice cream is such a good theme, so you can use it any time of year, of course, but of course every summer. So I really enjoyed this year's theme. It was a really fun one. You're gonna cast on today after this ends. Yay! Honestly, such a breath of relief to finally be here at Sock Week. I know, I know. Okay, do we have to finish a pair of socks or one sock? Just one single sock. So one single sock is the challenge. So if you finish a single sock, you can submit it for prizes. And then if you finish another sock, you can submit a second form for prizes. So for each individual sock that you finish in between during Sock Week, you can submit it for prizes. So that's a good question because there's not a place for you to put multiple socks in one form. You just fill out a second form. So make sure you fill out your forms, one for each sock that you finish if you do make more than one sock. I hadn't planned on ordering any yarn because my yarn pantry is too big. Yarn pantry, I love that. But I had to order Toaster's ice cream too because of the Texas floods. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. I was going to try Magic Loop 2 at a time socks, but I don't have the correct needle size or length. So I am doing 2 on DPN so they will both be finished at the same time. I think that is a great idea. I'm not a 2 at a time person in the sense of them being on the same needle. I just find it really cumbersome. I use socks a lot to be my on-the-go knitting, so having something really portable and easy to work on is great. So I really love that, like casting them on at the same time, but having them on separate needles is like the perfect way to do socks for me. It works really well. I have been making Vancouver Canucks self-striping socks from Polka Dot Creek for our kids and partners for Christmas. 4 down, 3 to go. Whew. So this will help me get it done. That is awesome. Oh, here we go. Finish the cuff while listening here. Unicorn Sparkle is so good knit up. I know, it's so much fun. It's just so bright and so exciting. I love it. Oh no, still untangling my failed cake. Oh, that stinks. Wish I was there to help you. I actually have a weird satisfaction in untangling yarns. I think it's really fun, but you got this. You can do it. It's my first time participating in Sock Week. I missed it last year. Oh no, oh my gosh. I've certainly been eating ice cream to get in the mood for Sock Week this year. I was thinking that for the movie night on Friday, like everyone getting their own ice cream and having it. I might have to do that at some point this week, get some ice cream somewhere. Okay, here is a sock question from Nora. How do you get self-striping yarns socks to match? Mine never match. So I do it, I have to be really intentional. So I'll show you, I guess, what I did with this sock since I've got one right here. So this sock I started at the cuff, and my first color is this kind of speckled red one. And so I know when I start my next sock, I need to start in the same place, right? I need to start with the speckly red. So I try really hard to make sure that I'm starting at the very beginning of that stripe, because if I started in the middle of the stripe, I would have one sock that had like 2 rows of the stripe, and then maybe the other one has 4 rows and then they don't match, right? So sometimes what I will do is I will pull off so like it goes speckled, red, brown, yellow. So I think the skein actually had yellow on it. I pulled the yellow off, I cut the yarn like right where this new stripe started. So I knew for sure I'm starting right at the beginning of this speckled color. Then when I worked my sock, this one I am doing an afterthought heel. So I just worked through the leg and the foot entirely. I made sure to end and you don't have to do it this way, but I made sure to end with the yellow. My next color will be the red. I can start in the exact same place. Now, of course, if you're getting to the point where you're ready to be done with the sock, your foot is long enough, you can just stop there. And then if you need to, see, I'm ready to go with this red color. I cut it again right exactly where red met yellow. So I'm starting in the same place. But if I didn't, let's say I stopped and I had this red color, I would just pull off until I got back to that first stripe again so that I'm starting in the same place. So that's how you get things to match. And then of course you have to do the same thing on each sock. You need to do the same number of stripes, you need to do the same kind of heel, same kind of everything, or else things are not going to be exactly matching. Sometimes at like the very end, I might have an extra half row on one sock just because my tension is different between socks. You know, we're not machines, we're not perfect. So I tend to pay a little more attention to stripes than rows, and I might just add in like an extra row or half row just to finish out a stripe to make things match. So that's how I make mine match. It's not as hard as it sounds. I give a lot of extra explanation, but essentially just start in the same place, start at the beginning of a stripe, and it will be matching. Okay, whoa. Hold on, sorry. I jumped and I'm seeing some questions, which is great. I'm happy to answer questions. Okay, when submitting a pair of socks on the Google Doc, does the photo have to be one sock or can it just be the pair photo twice? Oh, it can just be the pair photo twice. So if you finish a pair of socks, you take one photo of the pair, then you submit 2 forms, you can just use the same photo. That's totally fine. You don't need to like take special photos just for that. Okay. 2 at a time, wait. 2 at the same time on DPNs, is it possible? No, I don't think so. You couldn't put both socks actually on there unless you do, there's something where you have one sock inside of the other. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go for it like right now, but you can have 2 socks going, one on the inside, one on the outside. I don't actually know how it works. I think it's something with like double knitting, but you can technically do it, but maybe for another time if you're trying to finish a sock for sock week, because I don't know how that works. But I was just saying 2 at the same time, like you cast on one set of needles, cast on one on the other set of needles, and then just kind of go back and forth working on them. You made it in time. Yay! Cast it on your break. Awesome. Stop it. What is happening? Can we use previous sock week progress keepers in the Google form? No, because they don't fit the theme. So the bonuses are either using sponsored products from this year or using the same sponsors but products that aren't from Sock Week. So like, for example, if you have Polka Dot Creek yarn, but it's not the Sock Week color, you can still use that for this year and that will get you a bonus. Or using something that's ice cream themed. So I guess if you have Polka Dot Creek from last year, then yes, that would work because they were a sponsor last year. But like Super Glow yarn was not a sponsor last year, but you could use Super Glow yarn and get a bonus point, even if it's not this year's color. Or you could use a completely different yarn, different bag, different marker that is ice cream themed and you're good. And I am so, like, the ice cream theme is so broad. Like, if you pick a pink yarn and you're like, this is strawberry ice cream, that is more than fine with me. It does not need to be explained. If you can explain it to yourself, then you are totally fine. If you have, you know, any kind of project bag that looks like ice cream, I'm good with that. Any kind of markers that are like popsicles or ice cream, or what's something that's like ice cream but not exactly ice cream? Mochi. I will go with anything. Like, as long as you can explain it to yourself that it's ice cream, we are good. So don't be too stressed about trying to like see if it's like approved. It's approved. You are totally fine. Last night I was eating mint chocolate chip ice cream while casting on my sock and having my mint chocolate chip narwhal buddy. That's so good. I love mint chocolate chip. That's so good. Okay. I'm looking for any more questions that I missed. Are there hashtags for social media posts? Yeah, you can just use the hashtag SockWeek2025, so all crammed together, SockWeek2025. That would be great. Also, if you're posting a story, tag me, because then it shows up in my messages and I can share them. So I try to go through every day and share like a handful of posts. I won't be able to share all of them, but I try to share as many as I can, and I tend to look at most of them. I'm doing really good right now looking at all of my messages. I go through times where we're doing too much travel and I cannot look at my messages, but I'm doing pretty good right now. So if you share something, I am hopefully able to see everything, and I will be sharing as much as I can. Okay, would sherbet count? Heck yeah, that would be totally fine. Totally fine. Frozen yogurt, yeah, you're good. It's like, it's all ice cream adjacent to me. I think that is totally fine. Can anyone donate prizes for next year? So I will be starting the process of next year's sock week like far from now. So right now we don't have anything going on for next year. I have in the past, and I have this year too, only taken prizes from sponsors because I wanted to showcase them as much as possible. So I don't typically take on any prizes from like other than our sponsors, again, just to keep it all about our theme and all about things from this year. Okay. Question, what is yours and Kent's favorite ice cream flavor? Do you hear that one, Kent? He's starting to think. I have a lot that I like that I tend to get. I really like coffee flavors. I'm starting to like a lot of fruit flavors. Like if I go somewhere and they have like, I don't know, guava or something like really interesting, I will try that. But my go-to that I've loved for years is chocolate with as many chocolate things in it as possible. Not chocolate chips. I don't like chocolate chips frozen. They are too hard. I like genuinely don't like them. Like if an ice cream has chocolate chips in it, I will not get it. But I will get like chocolate with fudge and brownies and Oreos, anything, but definitely chocolate. I'm a huge chocolate person. What about you, Kent? The audio is delayed, so hold on. Do you have a favorite flavor, Kent? Nothing yet. If I had to guess, I think he likes cookie dough. What do you think?
Yeah, anything like with the mix-ins.
Anything with the mix-ins? You like a vanilla base.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
But you like cookie dough and
Brownies and all that.
brownies, and you also like things that are like dyed like blue. Like if it's like a monster cookie
Yeah.
something.
It has to be the right mood for blue food.
Okay. He says it has to be the right mood for blue food. But he tries like all the like cake, like birthday cake or something like that. You like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We're a good match because we're never gonna steal each other's ice cream. Oh, same, frozen chocolate chunk. Oh yeah, chocolate. I do like chocolate chunks because they're softer, but I don't like the chocolate chips. I don't know why. It's just like a texture thing. If someone tags you on IG, do they need a public profile for you to see or repost? If you tag me, I don't think you need a public profile for me to see it, but you might need one for me to repost it. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think it will still show up in my messages, but I don't know if I can then share it because your settings are private. But that's okay because it's not a requirement for any participation, like to share something. So you're totally fine. Ooh, Tillamook mudslide. Ooh, that sounds good. I do like peanut butter with my chocolate, so peanut butter is a bonus. I was just in Rome on holiday and had walnut basil gelato. Wow, that sounds really interesting. I'm all about the funky flavors. I feel like there's a lot of ice cream places now that are doing a lot of experimental stuff, and I love being able to try that. Jenny's ice cream, which I know is in a lot of places now, they had a goat cheese and cherry, and it was so good. I know not everyone would probably like it because it's very tart, but it was delicious. I really liked that. Ooh, now I want ice cream. Oh. Maybe we'll have to get some ice cream. Maybe I'll need 2 ice creams this week. Ooh, matcha. Yeah, I love matcha ice cream. Super good. My one pair of socks is bright with orange, inspired by mango tutti frutti ice cream. Oh, I love that. I was just informed that today is National Ice Cream Day. You're kidding. That wasn't, if that's true, which I believe you, I'll have to look up and see. I didn't even plan that. That's just circumstantial. I love that. What time of year does the Love and Stitches membership open up? I've watched on YouTube, but curious about the membership. Oh, we're opening up soon, actually. So our final like term of the year, because we do 4-month terms, so I haven't really figured out a better word to call it, because we thought we didn't like trimester. So it opens up in September. So beginning of September, the membership will open up for our September, October, November, December term, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. I've already been working on plans for what's coming up. So if you are interested, there's a place on nittynatty.com to sign up for a membership waitlist. It's not technically a waitlist like that you need to be on the waitlist to get on. It's more just a section of my email list where I will send you out more information if you're interested. Maple walnut, yum, 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 yum. I'm not on social media. Will you also contact the winners via email? Yes, I will, actually. I will be linking you up with the person sending your prize so that you can exchange information, like your address and stuff, for the prizes. So yes, don't worry, we will get in contact with you. And if I don't hear from you, I will also be emailing you anyway. So don't worry about that. Oh my gosh, all these ice cream flavors. I love it. I don't know what the mood for blue is when Kent's in the mood for blue ice cream. Maybe just a taste for a wacky flavor. Frozen chocolate chips always get stuck in my molars. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. They're also just like hard. Like, I don't find that they taste like chocolate when they're frozen. Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking about frozen chocolate chips. I just don't like them. Chocolate chips to me are meant to be melted, whether they're in a cookie or anything else. They should not be hard. Oh, so funny. Ooh, homemade ice cream. I'm like iffy on homemade ice cream. Sometimes it tastes too much like egg to me, which I don't love. But I'm sure there's lots of ways to make homemade ice cream. I haven't had some in years. Homemade ice cream with coconut milk. That sounds good. Do you have a tip for a pattern with an afterthought heel? I do. The first pattern I ever did with an afterthought heel is still my favorite. It is called the Smooth Operator, and it is by Susan B. Anderson. And it has a really great photo tutorial in it. It is an afterthought heel with waste yarn, so you do need to know where you're placing your heel when you're making your sock. It's not one of those that you can go back in later to a tube and do completely like afterthought. You have to have a little forethought to place the waste yarn, but I think it's a really good afterthought heel to start with. Really good if you're a little nervous about cutting your yarn because you only cut your waste yarn. So Smooth Operator, Susan B. Anderson. After I learned that heel, I actually created a video tutorial for it that's very similar with some extra tips. So I've got that like way back on my channel if you search for it. I think it's in my sock series, or it's just called like Afterthought Heel or something, but that's a really great one. I'm sure there are many other amazing ones out there, but that's the one that I really like. Dairy Queen is having an ice cream cone for 85 cents today. That is a good price. Wow, that sounds so fun. I know. National Ice Cream Day. Good day for your birthday. Happy birthday, Wendy. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, I think we need to pull a prize or I'm going to forget to do it. So if you haven't already, will you tell us your favorite ice cream in the comments? And I'm going to randomly pull someone from here. I'm not going to tell you exactly your prize yet because I don't know who's in the US and who's not, and our prizes are not matched. But we did go through earlier all of those prizes. And let's see, what do I want to give away? Maybe I will, let's see. Let me find something. You know what? I think I'll pick an international prize. That way I can give it away to whoever I pick. So how about for our random winner of this that I'm just going to pick randomly after you tell me your favorite ice cream flavor, not this yarn specifically, not this color, but from Super Glow Yarn, who makes really fun bright colors. She has a Flock exclusive colorway. Flock is a festival coming up in Seattle, and it is called Shark Week 2025. So if I pull you, you're going to get this Shark Week 2025. And we're going to go ahead and give that away. And then I'll save one for the finished objects. Let me see if I can find a picture of it really quickly, because it's really cute. Or actually, did she send me a picture? Let me check. I can't remember which ones I've gotten pictures of. No, I don't think so. That actually might be, I'll have to look on her Instagram if she's revealed that colorway yet. I don't know yet, but it's a Flock exclusive, so you'll get it even if you're not going to Flock. Okay, a few more seconds for everyone to put in their favorite. Kent, I might use you for this a little bit too, to pick a number. Okay, let me scroll back to where we started sharing. Don't worry, if you shared before, I'm going back that far as well. Guys, you're making me so hungry for ice cream. It's too early in the day for that. And my stomach just growled. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Kent, a number between 1 and 5, please.
2.
Okay, I'm going to scroll 2 times. I'm not looking. Okay, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people that I can see. So now I need a number between 1 and 11.
9.
9. 11, 10, 9. All right, let me take a screenshot in case this scrolls away from me. Okay, this person, drum roll, this person's favorite ice cream is Ben & Jerry's half-baked, specifically the brownie parts.
No. Is it me?
It's not you. And that winner is Rebecca Harder. So you are going to win that Super Glow yarn. Thank you everyone for telling me all of your delicious flavors. Let me put Rebecca's name down. Rebecca, since I do not have a way to contact you, will you please email me? And my email is really easy. It's nittynatty@gmail.com. And you can just email me that you won the prize today on the YouTube Live. I love it. I think I'm going to save the rest of the prizes for our finished socks because they're really, really good. And I want to have lots and lots of options for that. But I'd love to give away one more prize today just for one of you. I would love to give away a pattern prize. So if you haven't picked out your pattern yet for Sock Week and you're maybe going to need to purchase a pattern, this will be a great one for you to enter for because I am going to get you a pattern on Ravelry. So what do I want you to tell me? What can I think of that's ice cream related but not your favorite flavor? How about your favorite ice cream topping? Let's do that. Favorite ice cream topping. I'm going to do one more draw and this will be a pattern prize. So you don't need maybe you don't it, or you can, it doesn't matter. But more prize today. Cherries, caramel. Oh, hi, welcome to Canada. Thank you. Smarties, peanut butter. Yeah, I'm with you. Peanut butter, so good. I don't think I'm seeing any. Oh, I just saw. I was going to say I'm not seeing any sprinkles yet, but I'm seeing sprinkles now. I'm not a sprinkles person. I wasn't even a sprinkles person as a kid. I don't know what it is. Golden grams. Yes. Toasted coconut. Kent, what's your favorite topping? What's your favorite topping for ice cream?
Oh, what?
And it could, I guess it could be a mix-in too.
Oh, probably like brownies.
Brownies. Topping or mix-in. You know what I really like? This is a kid memory. So this might not be applicable to everyone, but if you live somewhere with a macaroni grill, Macaroni Grill used to have this dessert they would bring to you on your birthday. It was vanilla ice cream, which was like fine, but it had this hard shell chocolate stuff on it that was so good. I remember getting it as a kid. I thought that was like prime dining. I loved that stuff. I would just scrape the chocolate. It was so good. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Or it's probably not exclusive to Macaroni Grill. I just know that they did it and I never found it anywhere else. Oh, so, so good. Homemade freezer jam. Well, that's cool. I love that. It's called Magic Shell. It's so good. Reese's Anything. Oh, yeah. Kahlua. Yummy. Do love like a, I know this isn't Kahlua, but like an affogato with espresso or coffee and ice cream. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, let's pick another one. This time I'm going to start at the bottom, actually. Okay, Kent. How about a number 1 to 5?
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 again. 1 through 11.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got our second winner. You're going to win a pattern. Took a screenshot. And this winner, you just have your first name, so listen to what you put. This winner put mini gummy bears as your favorite topping, and that is Maddie. Maddie with an IE at the end. So Maddie, if you will also send me an email and tell me that you won the pattern today, I will try to get that to you today, like as soon as I can. So in case you're doing a Sock Week pattern, you can get started on your Sock Week pattern. So let me know and send me your Ravelry username as well. Yay! Oh my gosh, is anyone else just like super hungry now? Is it nighttime for anybody? And you need to go get some ice cream? I did not know we had National Ice Cream Day in Canada. Perfect timing. I know. That's so wild. I had no idea. Like, I didn't even think to look for it. Yay, Maddie! You're starving now. Same. Same. It is lunchtime here. I'm going to get lunchtime in a second, and we're going to get on down the road. Yep, time to go get ice cream, I think. All right, everyone. We're going to wrap up here. I'm just going to summarize a couple things real quick. So, Sock Week, it is started. If you start a sock today or after today, you can submit it for prizes as long as you finish it by next Sunday, the 27th. Please come and join us on Discord if you would like to. It's completely free. It's a really fun space where you can chat and share photos and everything. We're also going to have a movie night on Friday, and you do need to be on Discord in order to participate because that's where I'm going to send the movie night link. So if you're not on Discord, you won't be able to participate in that just because I'm not sharing that link anywhere else. What else? Make sure you fill out the Google form for each individual sock you finish. The form will close on Monday. All that information can be found on nittynatty.com. I will, at some point later today, put a really big submission button at the top so it's so easy to find. If you won one of our prizes today, send me an email, nittynatty@gmail.com. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. When you share your photos, tag me so I can share them on Instagram. I think that's everything. Well, happy Sock Week, everyone. Thanks for joining me for Cast and Party. Thanks for dealing with the vertical up and down video and the crazy internet. I will see you all on Instagram. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.